Hey everybody, it's Kason again. So I am coming to you today to do a skincare routine video. I think that your skincare is so important for how your makeup looks. A lot of people ask me, you know, how do you make your makeup look so good? And to be honest with you, I think it really depends on the skin, the canvas that you have to lay down the makeup. So I'm just going to go through a few of my things. I have a basket here just full of like all of my skincare goodies, and I'm going to go through them, give you an idea of what they do for me, my impressions about them, why I use them, my types of skin, certain types of skin that I think they would or wouldn't be good for, and yeah, so if you guys are interested, then just stay tuned. Okay, so first thing I'm going to start off with is your makeup removers. What I generally do when I come home, it is so important to take off your makeup every single night. You know, we put all this stuff on our face and we don't realize what it can really do to your skin if you let it just sit there and just clog up your pores all night. So it's important to really wash your face every night and every morning. Just as kind of how to start off this video as well, I think that the most important thing about skincare is routine. I think that if you find a routine that works for your skin, as long as you continually do it day and night, you will see results. You know, I see people who try a certain cleanser that I've recommended, and you know, like a week later they're like, oh, it didn't really work for me. And I'm like, well, how many times did you use it? And they're like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, no, like it has to be consistent. And I think that's where you'll really find that products will or will not work for your skin. So just to kind of give everybody a idea of my skin, I have really dry skin, especially in the winter months. I get like flaky skin, especially like around my nose area, my forehead, and my cheeks. So the most common places where people would have oil, like your T-zones, I actually have like dry flaky patches. Just overall pretty dry skin. I guess normal to dry, I would say, is best to describe my skin. So just to give you an idea, that's what most of these products are based around, but hopefully I can give you some tips throughout the video for certain products that may work if your skin type is different than mine. Okay, so just to start off with makeup removers, I like to just first remove my makeup with any towelettes. These are the CVS brand ones. My favorite ones are the Pond's ones. They're a little bit more soapy. They're not as dry as some other towels, and it would scare you because you're like, well, the soap getting my eyes and burn, but it doesn't burn your eyes at all. And I just really like those. I think they take off my makeup a lot faster. So usually what I'll do at night before I get in the shower is I will use these. Then I usually have a little bit of like eye makeup left over, especially just depending on what mascara I use that day. And so I'll go in after I do that, I'll go in with a cotton ball and just clean up around my eyes with my Clinique Rinse Off Eye Makeup Solvent. I also like the Take Off the Day one, the one that comes in the purple bottle. I think that they work pretty much the same. I honestly think the company just repackaged it. I don't know that for sure. But yeah, either one, I think they work pretty much the same. So once all my makeup is taken off, once I get in the shower, I will do a quick wash. I usually, for this part, will use my Cetaphil face wash. This is one of the only like dermatologist recommended drugstore face washes. It is so good for all types of skin. They have 2 different kinds. This one is for normal to oily skin, and then I think they have like another type that maybe for dry skin. I actually don't mind using this even though it is for oily skin, because a lot of times if you get too many products that are for dry skin, it will actually add too much moisture to your skin, and then it actually can look oily. So I have plenty of moisturizers that I use after this that will kind of combat anything that this may do, because it is for oily skin. And I feel like if it says that it's for oily skin, it cleans a little bit better just because it's going to want to really dry out everything and just suck out all the oil and dirt. And I think getting oily formulas, or getting formulas that are for oily types of skin, I just feel like it gives you more of like a squeaky clean look, even though it can dry you out. I like to do that and then go back in with a moisturizer. So this is kind of like what I use once I get in the shower, just real quickly. I usually just use it on my hands and just kind of do a quick all over face wash just to make sure that I got off all the makeup and stuff like that. The next thing that I do, this is probably my #1 most important face product. This is my Clarisonic Mia. I'm sure you guys have heard of these, seen these around. A lot of people on YouTube have them. This is the Mia 2. I honestly don't recommend getting the Mia 2 just because it's more expensive than the Mia 1, and the only difference I think is that it has 2 different settings. And to be honest with you, I use the same setting, whichever one I just hit on, and whichever one it's on, I kind of just use that setting. So the brush is kind of dirty because I haven't changed it out in a while, but basically what this is, if you guys do not know, it is a face exfoliating brush. It gives off ultrasonic waves that are supposed to get down deep into your pores and just really clean out any stuff that gets all up in your pores. So exfoliation is so important in your skincare routine. If you do not have some sort of exfoliation, you definitely need to incorporate that. Whether you have oily skin, dry skin, normal skin, everyone needs to exfoliate. That is where you're going to get rid of any of the dry skin, the dead skin that's on your skin, the dead cells that are on your skin. Oh, someone texted me, sorry. Squirrel. Anyway, so everyone needs some sort of exfoliation to their skin. To be honest with you guys, I never was a huge skincare person until a couple years ago. I just, as a like teenager growing up, it just wasn't that important to me. I luckily didn't have any real issues with like acne and stuff like that, so skincare just wasn't one of those things that I worried a lot about. You know, I always had like some clean and clear or something like that in the shower, and you know, when I was in the shower I would kind of just wipe it all over my face, and that was kind of the extent of my skincare routine. I mean, I remember nights I would like go to bed and never take off my makeup, and now the thought of that like just disgusts me. Like, you have like all the germs and dirt of the day and your makeup on your skin. Your makeup is sticky. It's going to absorb any germs and just hold it onto your face, and then you're going to sleep on your nice clean pillows, and it's just, I can't believe that I ever did that. Like, since getting this, I've probably like gone to sleep without using this like maybe once, and that was probably just because I was like at someone's house and didn't have it with me or something like that. So it's so important to exfoliate. This is a pretty expensive item. I want to say this was around like $200. I do think there's a cheaper version, the Mia 1, but I would definitely stick with the Clarisonic brand. There's a lot of other like off-brand ones, but they do not work near as good as this from what I've heard. But as long as you exfoliate some extent, then your skin's gonna automatically start to look better. It's gonna keep you from getting wrinkles at an early age. It's going to clean your skin better. I mean, it's just overall like amazing for your skin. It really changes your skin completely. If you have not been one who exfoliates, once you start exfoliating, like, you're gonna notice such a huge difference in your skin no matter what products you use. Exfoliation in itself is the main thing that's gonna change your skin. So okay, so back to my video now that I rambled on and on. So once I'm in the shower, I will use a cleaner with this, and the one that I've been using is from L'Oreal. It's their Go 360 Clean, and it's the one with the scrublet brush. Now, before I got my Clarisonic, I would actually use the scrublet, and to be honest with you, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. You basically just kind of put it between your fingers like this and just wipe your face. What? Back to what I was talking about. So before I got my Clarisonic, I was using the scrublet that just came in the L'Oreal 360 Go Clean thing. And you just kind of put it in between your fingers and just wipe your face like you normally would, but it has little rubber bristles on it that really exfoliate your skin. To be honest with you, I used this for a couple months before I got my Clarisonic, and I noticed a huge difference in my skin. So honestly, if you exfoliate and you're good about doing it on a consistent basis, then you're gonna see results. So if you're not sure if exfoliation is for you or if the Clarisonic is for you, get this and try it out first and see what you think. And even if you have sensitive skin, this is not, I mean, it's not too rough, and you just want to go in circular motions throughout your skin. But yeah, so usually I will just apply this onto my Clarisonic and go for a minute, and that is how I clean my face in the shower. Now, that's at night before I go to bed. As far as mornings, I don't like to use this just because I feel like it's a little bit harsher on my skin. It has salicylic acid in it, and that's for acne treatment. And I just feel like with me having dry skin, that acid, the salicylic acid, can really just dry out your skin. So before I start my day, I want to use a little bit less harsh of a cleanser, and so I will usually use my Josie Maran Argon oil cleansing, or Argon cleansing oil. This actually came with my Clarisonic, and I just kind of use it mornings before I go to work, and I just feel like it's very cleansing, but also moisturizing at the same time. I don't know if I'd love this to really get a deep cleaning. I don't feel like it does a huge deep cleaning, but I think it's great for morning cleansing before you start your day. Okay, so after I get out the shower, the first thing that I do is spray my face with a toner. The toner I've been using lately is from Basha. It comes in a box like this, and it just, this is actually one I haven't opened yet. My other one's in the bathroom. But it's just a pink cleansing toner, and what this does is it just balances out the pH in your skin. So when you're using a lot of different facial cleansers on your skin, it can change the pH balance, and that's not good for your skin either. And this just kind of brings a sense of normalcy back to your skin after you've done exfoliated your skin and things like that. It just says a soothing and refreshing tonic that hydrates as it conditions and prepares the complexion of your skin, or of your skincare regimen. So yeah, it just really gets your pH back to normal, and it's supposed to just really even out your skin tone. If you're someone who suffers from a lot of discoloration from sunspots or aging, or just hereditary, you have just splotchiness maybe from scarring, from acne, you really need to incorporate a toner into your skincare regimen, and that will help just even out your skin tone. So I will do that after, like, as soon as I get out the shower at night. And in the morning. I also use that in the morning as well. So about 3 times a week I also do a chemical exfoliation. Now this is a physical exfoliator, meaning that it just really does what it says it does. It's just going to physically exfoliate your face. Then you have some chemical exfoliants such as this one. I heard about this one from Goss Makeup Artist. He is another YouTuber who recommended this product to his viewers, and it's from Paula'sChoice. I got this off of Paula'sChoice.com, and I will link below any websites I think that are important to find some of these products that are a little bit harder to find than others. Am I in focus? I'm sorry, like, this is just craziness. Okay. But yeah, I will link below anything that you need to find these products. But this is from Paula'sChoice, and this is a skin perfecting glycolic acid, and this has 8% AHA gel. And what this is just a chemical exfoliant. So what's going to do is just get rid of any you know, dead skin on your face. It's basically just kind of stripping your face of that top layer of skin that can really be damaged from the sun and things like that. And what this does is it really helps prevent wrinkles over time. It helps prevent sunspots and aging, fine lines, because it's constantly just kind of getting rid of that very, very top layer of skin through a chemical exfoliant. It says, as far as what it does, it says it creates radiant, even toned skin, it reveals new, younger skin, and it stimulates collagen production. So all those things together, it just really, it's just kind of one of those extra steps. I don't think you have to have this in your routine. I think it's good for people around my age or older. If you're younger, I wouldn't worry about this quite yet. Maybe, I mean, I guess it just depends on you, like when you want to start really worrying about your skin and aging and things like that. But yeah, this is kind of just a great extra to have. And you just apply a very, very small amount to this after you've toned your skin with your regular toner. You just apply like a pea-size amount, and I just kind of rub it. I don't rub it too much like all over my face, but I kind of just stay in my T-zone area, and then just what's left on my hand I will rub around. And it does burn, tingle a little bit, especially if you use it right after the physical exfoliation, because this kind of I wouldn't say it irritates your skin, but it definitely gets rid of like that kind of like protectant layer of your skin. So I mean, it can make your skin kind of red, especially if you have more sensitive skin. I will say about the Clarisonic, it has different heads on it. This one is the deep pore cleansing head, but they have sensitive ones, acne prone ones. I don't know what the other ones are, but yeah, and like I said, this one has 2 different speeds if you're worried about your skin being too sensitive for it. I will say the first week that I used it, my face kind of felt a little more irritated, a little bit more red than usual, but I don't have really sensitive skin. But if you do, I would just let you know that the first week you may have some irritation from this. And supposedly your face goes through what's called a purging period. I think my face may have done that, but it was just very slight. And I don't know if that was because I used the scrublet for a couple months beforehand. But basically, where this just is really cleaning out all your pores, it can cause you to have a slight breakout maybe like a month into using it. And I've heard a lot of people complain about that, but you just have to keep using it, keep that routine up even through the times when you think it may be doing weird things to your skin. It's actually just getting rid of all that bad stuff that has just been laying deep within your skin, and just this is just going to get rid of it, and it's going to leave beautiful, healthy, glowing skin behind, and very clean skin, which is my favorite part about it. I feel like when I use this, my face is so clean, and it's just the best feeling. Like, if anybody has used these before, you know what I'm talking about. But or even if you're someone just wears a lot of makeup, and just how it feels after you've cleaned your face and you're getting ready to go to bed, just that feeling of like, ah, my skin is free. Anyway, so back on tracks. So like I said, I only use this chemical exfoliant about 3 times a week. So before I go to bed, I will apply a moisturizer. Now, moisturizing is so important for your skin, even if you have really oily skin. A lot of people who have oily skin actually have oily skin because their face is actually not getting moisturized enough. So basically your skin is like, I'm not getting moisture, and so it starts reproducing oil and reproducing oil, where if you actually apply moisture to your face, your skin is like, oh, I'm moisturized, and it just kind of calms down. So the moisturizer that I use probably every single night, I would say, is also from Paula'sChoice. This is their Skin Recovery Hydrating Treatment Mask for normal, dry, and very dry skin. And it says it's a rich cream that repairs dry skin, smooths wrinkles and fine lines, and calms redness and flaky skin. And this has got my name all over it. This changed my dry skin. I literally, if I go 1 or 2 days without using this, I can completely tell with my makeup. Like, when I put my makeup on, there's like little pieces of like flaky skin, and it just drives me insane. But as long as I use this, I do fine. It says that you can use this and just kind of leave it on your face as a mask for like 30 minutes and then remove it, or you can wear it to bed. I actually just wear it to bed every night. I just feel like it gets you know, the longer you can keep it on, why not? And I just feel like at night is the best time for your skin to just sit there and just absorb the moisture, and I just think you get a better result out of it. It says it's a mask, but it actually doesn't feel like a mask. It's not like it really has a thick coating on your skin. It's very light and creamy. It doesn't have any color. It really just looks like a moisturizer, but it leaves your skin very, very, I don't want to say greasy, but you can definitely tell that there's a moisturizer on there. But I always make sure to wash this off in the morning before I start my day, because it's almost too much moisture if you leave it on and don't wash it off. Okay, so kind of my last thing that I have kind of recently just been adding to my skincare regimen, as I've noticed a lot of dryness in my skin, is the Josie Maran 100% pure argan oil. This stuff is so good for any type of skin. Even if you have like oily skin, you can still use this. It's good for your eyes. It can be used as an eye cream. It can be used in your hair. It can be used on your cuticles. You know, anywhere, like on your body, knees, elbows, like whatever you want to use for this, because it is 100% organic. And I've used quite a lot of it, as you can see. I've been using this for a couple of months though, so but yeah, I will also add this before I apply the mask on nights where I feel like I just need a little bit extra moisture. Another thing that I do right before I go to bed is, as far as my eyes, I use my Clinique All About Eyes, and this stuff, I've just used it, like it's pretty much like gone at this point. I need to get some more of it, but this stuff is awesome. It's a great eye cream. It's not too expensive, but it does work wonders on your eyes. It really tightens up your eyes. If you are kind of have saggy eyes, or you feel like you're starting to get some wrinkles around your eyes, you really need to add a eye cream to your regimen. I always add this before I go to bed and let it sit overnight. I don't add this before I put my makeup on at the start of the day, just because I feel like it makes my eyelids like greasy and the makeup doesn't stay as well. As far as daytime makeup, I pretty much do all the same things that I said. I don't use this in the morning, and I don't use the mask in the morning, or the argan oil. But as far as my morning moisturizers, I have recently started using this Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. I got this off of Birchbox website, and I have loved it. It literally, you can take the smallest amount and it just really, it just goes such a long way. It's so moisturizing. Like, I don't have any issues with my dry skin throughout the day. It doesn't make my makeup do any weird things. And I don't like moisturizers that I feel like you put it on your skin and then it's like gone in, you know, 10 minutes, and then you go to put your makeup on and you can't even tell that you have any moisturizer on. I like my moisturizer to be a little bit more creamy, a little bit more thick, because I do have such dry skin. If you're not someone who has dry skin, use a moisturizer, but it doesn't have to be a really thick, consistent moisturizer. A really good moisturizer is from Cetaphil. They have great moisturizers. They also have SPF in it. I'm really bad with my SPF. It does not have any SPF, but during the summer months especially, I always use a SPF moisturizer. In the winter months, I don't really see a need for it. I don't have really sensitive skin, and I'm not out in the sun at all. I'm in a hospital working all day, so but in the winter month or in the summer months, I am always using a moisturizer that has SPF as well. So just a few more things that I wanted to show y'all from my skincare routine. Lip exfoliators. These are not for everyone. You can make them at home. A lot of people can make these to just mix like some like olive oil and brown sugar, get you like a little bit of a consistency, and just really scrub your lips with it. Does pretty much the same thing. This one is from e.l.f. You can get this for like $3 off the EyeSlipsFace.com website, and it's basically in a lipstick tube like this, but when you roll it up, it's actually a exfoliating lip moisturizer thing. It basically has little grits of like brown sugar in it, along with the moisturizer, and I just kind of go in circular motions around my mouth, and then it leaves like the little gritty pieces of sugar on your mouth, and I just kind of, you know, work it in there a little bit, and then I'll just kind of wipe off the excess. And I just feel like that just helps helps your skin look a little bit more dewy, not so cracked and things like that. Every night before I go to bed, I apply my night balm from C.O. Bigelow. You can buy this at Bath & Body Works. This is amazing. I put it on before I go to bed, and when I wake up in the morning, I can still feel it on my lips. It feels amazing to wake up and just your lips feel so moisturized. I also really like their rose salve from C.O. Bigelow. I use this every day. I keep it in my pocket. It's just a salve. It has a rose scent to it, which is a little bit odd, but once you get used to it, you'll love it. Like the smell of it, I'm just like, oh, that's my rose salve. But you can use this on your cuticles, you can use it on your elbows, any dry patches on your face, lips, anywhere. I love this stuff. I just apply it all the time. I keep it in my scrub pocket at work, and I'm just all the time just applying this everywhere, my cuticles, whatever. So I think that is it. Oh, one last thing. So this is kind of weird. It's probably TMI for some people. I know when I first heard it, I was like, what in the world? I would never do that. And now I do it and I love it. I'm so happy I've done it. I actually began probably about 5 or 6 months ago shaving my face. I didn't need to shave my face. I don't have like any dark hair or excess facial hair, but I did have some peach fuzz kind of thing going on, and I did a lot of research about it, watched a lot of other YouTube beauty gurus who really recommended it, and I decided to try it out, and it makes wonders in the way that my makeup looks on my skin. It makes your makeup just glide on your skin so easily. It makes your makeup look flawless, makes your skin look flawless and dewy and young, and it really makes a difference. If I go like too long without doing it, I can start to see it through my makeup, and I'm like, it's definitely time to shave my face again. Now, I'm not saying I take a razor and just go at it or whatever. What I do is I buy these little razors. I got this from Sally's Beauty Supply. I've seen them at like Walgreens, maybe CVS. They're just like a little facial razor, and that's exactly what these are for. So I'm not crazy. They actually make tools for this, so it's not that out there for you to shave your face. The key to this though is you want to go with the growth of hair. Now when you shave your legs and things like that, you go against the growth of hair, and that's what makes your legs so smooth. You don't want to do this with your facial hair, because when it grows back, it's going to grow back at a different angle, and that's going to actually make your face feel like you have that stubble and that coarse hair grow back, and you don't want that on your face. So you want to go with the growth of hair. It kind of takes some getting used to. I've never cut myself or anything, but you just want to kind of go, and you'll see like your face just looks so much healthier when you're done, and it just makes your makeup look so much better. If you're someone who like waxes around your lips and stuff like that, I wouldn't suggest doing this. Continue to do your waxing method, just because that's probably what your face is used to, and if that works for you, then do that. I don't really have an issue with that just because I have such light hair, so I usually will just kind of go around my mouth. I go all over my face, my nose, everywhere. And then they also have them in like a smaller version like this one, and I'll use this one just to kind of touch up my eyebrows between waxings. And I feel like if your face is clean and smooth and hair free and just like really clean, your makeup is going to glide on so much better. It's going to look so much better. It's going to, you know, stay so much better. So hopefully this video has been helpful for some of you guys. I know that watching other skincare videos was so helpful for me. It's completely changed my skincare routine and the way my face looks, the way my makeup goes on. And like I said, it's so important to have a clean, healthy face if you want your makeup to look good. So if you guys have any questions, just leave them down below. I will list any websites where you can find some of these products that are a little bit harder to get your hands on. But yeah, if you have any questions, just ask me and I will be happy to do that. Also, if you guys have any suggestions for any videos you want me to do, I have a few coming up. I'm really hoping to do like an everyday face routine, as well as a full facial coverage, like if you're going to a wedding or a special event where you want a little bit extra makeup. So I'm hoping to do those tutorials soon. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.